Namaste bachcho. Today I am here with some questions of remaining question of exercise 6.4, and the question number 6 given in your exercise 6.4, and the question is prove that the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the squares of the ratio of their corresponding medians. Okay, then as we have earlier proved that the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. Now we have to prove that the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of the square of their corresponding medians. Okay, then for this, first write what is given in the question. Draw two triangles ABC and PQR in which AD and PM are medians of triangle ABC and PQR respectively, and it is also given that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. We have to prove that the ratio of the areas of these two triangles, that is area of triangle ABC by area of triangle PQR, is equal to AD square by PM square. So let us prove it. In proof, it is given that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. So since triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, so apply the theorem based on areas of two similar triangles, that is ratio of the areas of these two similar triangles will be equal to the ratio of the square of their corresponding sides. Therefore, area of triangle ABC by area of triangle PQR will be equal to AB square by PQ square, and let us consider it as equation first. And since these triangles are similar, so the ratio of their corresponding sides will be equal and corresponding angles will be also equal. So AB by PQ will be equal to BC upon QR, and this angle B will be equal to angle Q, corresponding angle of two similar triangles. This implies that AB upon PQ is equal to, now multiply the numerator and denominator of RHS in by 1 by 2, and angle B is equal to angle Q given already we have written here. Now AB upon PQ and half of BC can be written as BD, and half of QR can be written as QM, and angle B is equal to angle Q. Since AD and PM are medians of triangle ABC and triangle PQR, therefore half of BC will be equal to BD and half of QR will be equal to QM. Thus in triangle ADB and triangle PMQ we get AB by PQ. AB by PQ has become equal to BD by QM, and the angle between AB and BD, that is angle B, has become equal to angle between PQ and QM, that is angle Q. So by SAS similarity, this triangle ADB has become similar to triangle PMQ, and then the corresponding sides of these two triangles will be equal, that is AD upon PM will be equal to AB upon PQ. This is equation second. Now replace the AB by PQ written in equation first by AD by PM. We get area of ABC by area of triangle PQR is equal to AD upon PM the whole square, that is AD square by PM square. From second, AD by PM is equal to AB by PQ. So AB by PQ in equation first is replaced by AD by PM, and then we get area of triangle ABC by area of triangle PQR has become equal to AD square by PM square, and hence the question is proved. Okay, now let us see question number 7, and this is the very important question for the examination point of view. And the question is given that prove that the area of an equilateral triangle described on one side of a square is equal to half the area of the equilateral triangle described on one of its diagonals. So what the question says, let us understand it first. One square is given, ABCD is a square in which an equilateral triangle DCE is described on one of the side of a square ABCD, and equilateral triangle DBF is described on one of its diagonal DB. Okay, we have to prove that the area of triangle DCE is equal to half the area of triangle DBF. Okay, so you have to write in given ABCD is a square in which an equilateral triangle DCE is described on side DC, and another triangle DBF is described on diagonal DB. Okay, to prove, we have to prove that area of triangle DCE described on one of the side of a square is equal to half the area of triangle DBF described on one of its diagonals. So let us prove it. Suppose length of each side of a square is x unit. Okay, then DC will be x unit, and since DC is an equilateral triangle, so all sides of this triangle will be equal. So DC is equal to D is equal to C will be equal to x, and diagonal of a square is equal to √2 multiplied by side. So this DBF is also an equilateral triangle, so DB will be equal to DF will be equal to FB, and all these sides will be equal to √2 into side, that is √2, and each side of a square is x, that is √2x. Now since both the triangles, that is triangle DCE and DBF, both are equilateral triangles, and as we know that any two equilateral triangles are similar, so triangle DC is also similar to triangle DFB, and therefore since these two triangles are similar, so the ratio of the areas of these two triangles will be equal to the ratio of their corresponding sides. So area of triangle DCE by area of triangle DBF will be equal to D square upon DB square, and D is equal to x, and DF is equal to DB is equal to √2x. So we get x square by √2 x square, and x the whole square will be x square, and √2 square will be 2, x square will be x square. Now x square will be cancelled, then area of triangle DC by area of triangle DFB will be equal to 1 by 2, and now this is in numerator, denominator area of triangle DBF is to be multiplied by RHS, then area of DC will be equal to 1 by 2 area of triangle DBF, and hence the question is proved. Okay, that is area of triangle, equilateral triangle described on one of the sides of a triangle, one of the sides of a square is equal to half the area of equilateral triangle described on one of its diagonals. Okay, now let us see another topic for another exercise, and this is Pythagoras theorem, very popular theorem and very important theorem for the examination point of view also. As you know, you have already studied in class 8th about this theorem. Only a statement we have studied, that in a right angle triangle the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. That means if a right angle triangle is there, then the hypotenuse square will be equal to perpendicular square plus base square. We have studied in previous classes. Now we have to prove this statement, that the hypotenuse square will be equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So what is given? Given a right triangle ABC, right angled at B. As you can see in the figure, angle ABC is equal to 90 degree. That means triangle ABC is a right angle triangle and right angle at B. then the angles side opposite to the right angle will be hypotenuse. That means we have to prove that the square of AC is equal to the sum of the square of AB and BC. That means we have to prove that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So let us prove it. Draw BD perpendicular to AC. In construction we have to write draw BD perpendicular to AC, and then we have to prove it. Now let us take this triangle ADB and whole triangle ABC first. The triangle to the left, the right triangle to the left, and the whole triangle ABC we have to take first. In these two triangles, angle ADB is equal to 90 degree and angle ABC is also equal to 90 degree. So ADB is equal to ABC is 90 degree, and angle A is one of the angle of triangle ADB, and angle A is also an angle of triangle ABC. So angle A is equal to angle A common. So by A similarity, triangle ADB is similar to triangle ABC, and then the ratio of their corresponding sides will be equal. Then AD upon AB will be equal to AB upon AC, and now cross multiply it. Then we get AC into AD will be equal to AB into AB, that is AB square, and let us consider it as equation first. Again in triangle BDC and triangle ABC we get angle BDC is equal to angle ABC, each 90 degree, and angle C is common in both the triangle. That is, in triangle BDC angle C is there, and in triangle ABC also angle C is there, so it will be common. So by a similarity, this triangle BDC is also similar to triangle ABC. Then the ratio of their corresponding sides will be equal, and then CD upon BC will be equal to BC upon AC, and now cross multiply it. Then we get AC into CD will be equal to BC into BC, that is BC square, and let us consider it as equation second. Now adding equation first and second, we get AC into AD plus AC into CD is equal to AB square plus BC square, and now AC is common in both the parts, so AD will be left here and plus sign is there, so put plus sign, and then in second part CD will left here. Then we get AC multiplied by AD plus CD in LHS, and AB square plus BC square is already there in RHS. Then AD, the length of AD and length of CD when added, it will be equal to AC. So AD plus CD become AC. Then we get AC into AC is equal to AB square plus BC square, and AC multiplied, when multiplied it will be AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Hence the sum of the squares of these two sides, AB square plus BC square, has become equal to AC square. So Pythagoras theorem is proved here. Okay. Now this is also important theorem, the converse of Pythagoras theorem, and in this the statement is in a triangle if a square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides, then the angle opposite to the first side is a right angle. That means if in any triangle the square of one side is equal to the sum of the other two, then the angles opposite to this side, that is first side, that is angle B, will be equal to 90 degree. We have to prove it. So what is given in the statement? A triangle is given in which the square of one side, that is square of AC, is equal to the sum of the squares of other two, that is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square is given. We have to prove that the angles opposite to this side AC is, that is angle B, is equal to 90 degree. So construction is required for the proof. So you have, in construction you have to draw a triangle PQ, another triangle PQR, in such a way that the length of PQ should be equal to length of AB, and length of QR should be equal to length of BC, and angle Q of triangle PQR should be equal to 90 degree. Okay, so this is the required construction for proving converse of Pythagoras theorem. Now in proof we have to start from this triangle. In triangle PQR, angle Q is equal to 90 degree. Therefore by Pythagoras theorem we have just proved the Pythagoras theorem. If one of the angle is 90 degree, then the sum of square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides. So in this triangle, angle Q is equal to 90 degree. Therefore the square of hypotenuse, that is PR square, will be equal to PQ square plus QR square. This implies that PR square will be equal to AB square plus BC square, since AB is equal to PQ and BC is equal to QR by construction. We can replace PQ by AB and QR by BC as we have constructed here. AB is equal to PQ and BC is equal to QR. So PQ has been replaced by AB here and QR is replaced by BC here. Okay. Then we get PR square is equal to AB square plus BC square, and let us consider it as equation first. But AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square given in the question, and let us consider it is equation second and write in bracket it is given in the question. Okay. Now you can see RHS of equation first and second are same. So if RHS of both the equations are equal, then LHS will be also equal. Then PR square will be equal to AC square. This implies that if the square of two numbers are equal, then the square root of these two numbers also will be equal. This implies that PR will be also equal to AC, and let us consider it as equation third. Then in triangle PQR and ABC we get PQ is equal to AB by construction and QR is equal to BC by construction. Okay. In construction we have already drawn PQ is equal to AB, QR is equal to BC, and PR is equal to AC. We have just proved in equation third. So all the sides of this triangle has become equal to the corresponding sides of this triangle ABC. So by SSS criteria, triangle PQR has become congruent to triangle ABC, and then their corresponding part will be equal. That is angle Q will be equal to corresponding angle B by CPCT, that means corresponding part of congruent triangle. But angle Q is equal to 90 degree by construction, and angle Q is equal to angle B, hence angle B is also equal to 90 degree, and that's we have to prove. So it is proved that if the square of one side of a triangle is equal to the sum of the squares of other two, then the angles opposite to the first side will be equal to 90 degree. Okay. So this is the converse of Pythagoras theorem.